Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Frater Atrius Horse with Lance and Grail Priory, broadcasting from the foothills of the Ozark Mountains. Welcome one and welcome all. Welcome back if you've watched my channel before. Always glad to have you here. Today I'm doing a special episode. Received a new book in the mail today that I have been waiting on since it was first announced over 6 months ago. I didn't want to wait to work this into a regular episode, mainly because I can't wait to crack into it, so this one will be short and sweet. Wanted to give you a chance to check it out with me, so with that out of the way, let's get into it. This proved to be quite a popular item. It went up for sale a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was, and sold out in 5 days, believe it or not. It is a limited edition of 220 copies. So if you didn't get on it when it was out, they may have some remainders or some extra copies. I'll definitely foresee this getting reprinted in the future as quick as it's sold. And if you can't tell just from the color here, it is a Jerry Cornelius' latest book. Let's see, not full of the surprise here. Let me get it unwrapped. Packed very well and got here super fast. I was told it was going to arrive, wasn't going to arrive until Saturday, but this is Thursday and it came in today, so here we have it. The Secret Sexual Teachings of Aleister Crowley by J. Edward Cornelius. I like it. They got a new publisher, or a new printer I should say. This is a little different from his usual books. You can see a picture of the art there on the front. His old publisher ran back towards the end of last year, ran into some problems getting paper, and then they got ransomwared, and that further delayed their ability to print, so they went with a different printer on this book. Crowley's Sex Magic. I know you probably can't really read that because of one, I am only recording in 720p because I just have a low-end webcam, but also the glare on the book here. But let's read it and see here what it has to say. Grady Lewis McMurtry, aka Frater Hymenius Alpha 777, 10th degree OTO, learned sex magic directly from Aleister Crowley, who acknowledged in his diary on December 22nd, 1944, that he taught Grady more solid instruction in 9th degree than I have ever given before to anyone. I was Grady's personal student, and I was lucky enough to have insights into these teachings. I have been an upper degree in both OTO and AA since the late 1970s, having studied Aleister Crowley's writings for over 10 years, even prior to joining. You can believe and practice whatever sex magic you'd like, but to label it as having any relationship to Aleister Crowley's sexual methods, unless you follow his practice to the letter, is a misnomer. What makes his approach so different? 1. Crowley is a dualist, seeing all things either as a positive or negative, spiritual or materialistic, and real or illusionary. All gods fit into this matrix as needed. 2. His approach has little to do with Eastern Tantra. 3. His methods are of a Western priapic nature, dealing primarily with the man's phallus. 4. His methods function differently on the Tree of Life. In Eastern Tantra, they start you at the bottom and slowly move you upward. In Western methods, you begin at the top, where all power is given, and you descend downward. That particular point is definitely covered in great detail in his essay series, where he goes over the Man of Earth degrees in the OTO. And number 5, finally, have you ever asked yourself, why are all the OTO rituals and upper degree OTO grade papers are bathed in the worship of the one true God and Jesus? These and many other questions will be addressed in this book. Fascinating. I have some thoughts here on the picture on the cover, but I don't want to spoil anything or maybe prove how little that I think I know by talking about it before I read the book. But sorry about that. The air conditioner kicked on. I forgot to turn it up before I got started, and it definitely can hear it over the microphone, so I had to pause for a second there until I could get it to turn off. But back to it. Again, this went on sale, just went on sale a couple of weeks ago. It was announced back in November of last year, and sold out in about 5 days, which is insane. But the way the occult book market is right now, I mean, things are crazy. Just for an example, they recently republished a tribute edition of, I believe his name was Crowley, the Voodoo Quantum Leap. The Auric edition of that was going for, I believe it was about 370 USD. It's printed in Germany, and they had 45 copies, and that sucker's almost sold out in less than a couple weeks. And I actually have a copy. I managed to get a copy of the 2014 edition, which comes with a signed sigil by the author, who unfortunately passed away in 2020. And I required a copy of that the day I got the email saying that they were reprinting a tribute edition. So I will get to that. That's all lined up in a future episode. Just a little aside, just to point out that even, Auric editions of books that go for $300 or $400 are just flying off the shelves as soon as they go up for sale. It's a crazy market out there right now. With all things considered, occult books are really flying off the shelves. But let's get into this. This is a signed copy. It is limited to 220 edition. I definitely foresee this being reprinted, and if not in a second edition hardback, at least in a paperback in the future. Don't hold me to that. I mean, I don't speak for Mr. Cornelius myself, but I would imagine with the demand for this book that it does see a future edition, or at least I would hope so. Just flip through it here. It does not look like it has a table of contents. I was mainly interested in showing off the table of contents, but doesn't look like there is one. I see a few graphics in here that remind me of some of the graphics in Jerry's earlier work. It was originally a Red Flame, the Mystical and Magical System of Aleister Crowley, and that was reprinted in a updated hardback version a number of years ago as the Magical Essence of Aleister Crowley. A couple of picture Jerry and Grady there. And if I had to take a guess, I would imagine that this builds upon, or at least greatly elaborates on, what Jerry wrote in Magical Essence. I may have those backwards. Maybe the red flame was the Magical Essence of Aleister Crowley, and the reprint was the Mystical. No, the I might be confusing that with James Eshelman's Mystical and Magical System of the AA. I'm going to stop talking because I'm so excited over this. I've got about 6 different books all confused in my mind at the same time when I'm trying to explain something here. So I'll just leave it with yeah. He did publish some of his more intimate knowledge of Crowley and his AA system and the Red Flame, and that was republished in a hardback a number of years ago. And I would expect this to expand on that system. Just flipping through here, I'm seeing some good stuff. And Mocha's got to make her appearance as usual. Hey, Mocha. Come on, get out of the way. Move. Mocha. She's being her usual bratty self. Now look at you. Get down. Yeah, I am definitely fixing to go tuck into this and check it out wholeheartedly, and publish my review soon. Probably put a little short review up on Facebook once I get into it. I don't imagine it's going to take me more than a couple of days to plow through it, as excited as I've been to get it, so can't wait for that. And maybe have a short update in a future video. I've got a video dropping tomorrow. I'm going to put this out. I'm going to release this a little bit earlier than my normal Friday video, but I've got a Friday video coming out tomorrow. I've also got the next 2 weeks worth of Friday videos already recorded and uploaded and set and ready to go. So it'll be about 3 weeks from tomorrow before you hear from me again and get an update on anything about this on YouTube, at least. But I'll try to put something up on Facebook if you follow me on Facebook. Even Mocha's interested in it. And on that note, I am going to go give this a read. I have been looking forward to this. Oh, as a footnote here, it looks like it comes in at about 264 pages. So can't wait. Appreciate your support, your views. If you see anything you like, feel free to leave me a comment. Subscribe if you'd like to be notified of my weekly book unboxing videos, but those come out Friday at noon Central Time. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. You feel free to check out the channel at your leisure. Other than that, I appreciate you coming by. Wanted to get a little short video out here and show this off since it came in today, and I am ready to crack into it and just get my mind blown. I appreciate your time, appreciate your viewership, glad to have you, hope everything's going well, and as always, love is the law, love under will.